Hello, my name is Shauna Armstrong and I am a vision rehabilitation therapist at AVRE, and today I'm going to be talking to you about bump dots, what they are, how they are used, and the different types of bump dots that are available. A bump dot is a very simple tactile marking aid that I use to mark an individual's appliances or devices in their home. It could also be used in the workplace or in a school setting. The bump dot is very easy to use and durable. It has a sticky adhesive backing, and you simply would clean the surface you plan to place the bump dot on thoroughly so it is free of any residue like oil or dust, and then simply using the pressure of your finger, hold the bump dot in place for about 30 seconds until it sticks. The bump dot should remain on the surface for a very long period of time. It's also easy to remove. You can use your fingernail or a different tool and you just pop it off. The bump dot will not leave any sticky residue behind. So the bump dots come in a variety of different shapes, sizes, and colors. So I'm going to show you some of the bump dots that I use on a daily basis to mark my individual's appliances or devices. So you will see here that there are black, orange, and white bump dots, and some are circular. Some are much smaller, some are square, some are flat and square, some are very, very large and pronounced. So we have our orange, our black, and some white bump dots. Down below here, we have clear bump dots. These ones I like a lot. I don't know if you can see it, but in the middle of these clear bump dots is a little raised mark, and I call that a nipple. That gives a lot of tactile feedback. Towards the end over here, we have what are called lock dots. These are great for marking a keyboard. They are flat, but they have a very small raised center. So those are some of the bump dots that I would use to mark an individual stove or microwave, washer or dryer, a dishwasher, a toaster oven, a telephone, a keyboard. And the purpose of the bump dot is so that the individual can use it as a reference point. So they can set the correct cooking time, they can set the correct temperature, they know the difference between a 5 and a 6. I've used them on electronic devices like a charger cord or a button, maybe on an oxygen tank. So they have a lot of multi-purposes and they are absolutely great. If an individual does have very limited vision, I may choose to use a clear bump dot if they live with a sighted person. That way the sighted person is still able to see what's underneath the bump dot. However, if somebody has low vision, I may opt to use a contrasting color. So if their stove is white, I would use black or a bright color so that they're not only able to tactually feel the bump dot, but visually see the bump dot. So I always say that less is more. So you want to make sure when I'm marking a stove or another appliance that it's done correctly. The consumer and I do come up with a strategic marking method so that they understand how to use the bump dots. And this way now the individual is able to use their appliance both safely and independently. I hope you found this video useful and thank you for your time.